Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to today's Bitcoin update for Thursday, January 20. And it's been a little bit of like a positive kind of movement for Bitcoin at this very point of time right now. And that's something we want to see, okay? That's exactly what we want to see. Otherwise, if it starts to actually get out of hands, if things get out of hands once again, and we're going to go all the way to the downside. Now, I want to say that fear is the ultimate currency, okay? And if you guys are not on the Discord, join me in the Discord. The link is in the description here. So let's go into the fear and greed index right now. Checking out the fear and greed. Where's the fear and greed? Here we are. So this is the crypto fear and greed index, right? So we are at the extreme fear now. Yesterday we were at the extreme fear. Last week we were still at the extreme fear. Last month we were just at the fear. Okay. Now as we are just in extreme fear, that's when I can say that we are bullish. Yes, that's when I can say we are bullish. But crypto trading doesn't only depend on one factor like crypto fear and greed index. So basically, we are not. I'm not gonna say that that's the only thing I'm gonna be looking after. Of course, reading the chart patterns, reading the candlesticks, reading the EMAs and what they suggest is something that should be taken into account as well. I just want to turn on the Bollinger Bands. And let's talk about the Bollinger Bands, guys. The Bollinger Band suggests that we are bottoming out quite soon. Okay, we are actually bottoming out. So basically, whenever you come down to touch the Bollinger Band, I've noticed that you've been having some pumps to the upside. Now look, you touch the Bollinger Bands right there, and then on the weekly you move to the upside. You touch the Bollinger right here, you move to the upside as well. You came down, right, and then you touch the Bollinger Bands right there, and then you move to the upside. Now you've already touched the Bollinger Bands one more time right here, and you're looking to go to move to the upside once again. So that's very, very amazing, right? Now the funny thing is that I just noticed how these Bollinger Bands look like an animal shaped. It's looking like a goat right now, right? Like this is the head. Let's try to draw some drawings, stupid drawings right now. And this is like some legs right there. Do you see that? Oh, very, very nice legs right here. And then boom, 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 boom. And we got a nice, damn, it's looking like a puppy. What the hell am I doing? Anyway, back to the update, all right? So here we are on the daily. On the weekly though, on the weekly it seems like it's trying to flip bullish. On the daily we are oversold and we are at the very bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Even on the daily, the last time you were touching the Bollinger Bands on the lowest part of it, you started to pick to the upside. When you start to touch the Bollinger Bands, you start to pick to the upside. I propose that we are potentially bottoming out very soon. Okay, we are bottoming out very soon. Yes, once again, my view still remains the same. If you start to lose the yellow line backtest and fail, then you're gonna be in deep waters from there, from that point onwards. But at the moment, I'm not gonna say we are in any deep trouble. The next question still remains: is this double bottom coming in or not coming in, right? So here we are, and it seems like you're finding the base of the double bottom right now. So this was the first bottom right there, and you're potentially forming another one right here. Anyways, is this double bottom going to play out? That's the question that I want to see answered for BTC. Now, even though you find support right here, I'm gonna actually show you this one. It's some sort of like a red candle is developing in this 4-hour time frame as well. So is this gonna be a little bit of a trouble in the short time frame? It could be. You might see the candlestick just go a little bit down and then move sideways until it doesn't pick to the upside. But a lot of projects I've seen, they are like at the lowest part of the Bollinger Bands, of course, just as I spoke. And if turning back into the weekly time frame, here we are, and talking about that weekly Bollinger Bands and the lowest part of it, that tells me that instead of actually going down or all of a sudden, it doesn't really make any sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me that you're gonna actually just keep moving to the downside. It doesn't work like that. The last time you actually had an interaction like this one was on this dump right there, this big Wyckoff distribution where it just dumped all the way down here. And what happened, it just came near that Bollinger Band, touched it a little bit just like that, and then moved to the upside. And you can see that even back in the days there was this first bottom right here, and then you had that second bottom right there, and that's the reason why we just picked to the upside, made a bull flag, and then continued to the upside as well. Is this going to repeat again? Potentially. And if you start to break out of this, resistance line that I've drawn before here on the 4-hour time frame, you break out of it, you can go back to the middle band. Now the middle band is 51,933, and that makes sense. The reason why the middle band makes sense is because of this resistance that you see right here. $52,000 is very, very, very important level. Now the moment you're going to break $52,000 and back test it, the middle band of the Bollinger, is that then you're going to actually see a nice good uptrend to the upside, potentially go back to the upper band of the Bollinger Bands, and even continue with the upside, maybe to that 90,000 100k region areas. Now given that you just stay above that 52,000 region, what if you don't go there? You might find this resistance from here, go up, touch the resistance, then dump to the downside. That's something that is that could be playing out. You never know about crypto, okay? You never know. So here we are. I'm just still, trying to take so many clues as much as I can with cryptocurrencies right now and Bitcoin and what it's trying to do, and where we can fish the bottom potentially. But to me, man, I see some green candles even in February alone. Okay, I don't see Bitcoin, just if Bitcoin is interested to go all of a sudden to the downside right there. It's not interested to do so. And as a matter of fact, the most positive part of it is that I believe it is bottoming out with a double bottom like this, and this is the structure that you want to see. Okay, whenever you are in a downtrend, you must see a reversal pattern, and those reversal patterns could be inverse head and shoulders, something like this. It could be double bottom, something like that. It could be a triple bottom, something like this. And you can see the candlesticks also playing out. Now previously I talked about a bullish spinning top on the weekly. We've seen that, so that's one sign. That's just one sign. We've seen okay, I'm gonna actually give you summary of why I think we're gonna go to the upside. Now the first clue is that we saw the spinning top on the weekly. Okay, the second clue is that we are potentially forming a DB, double bottom, right? The third clue is that the Bollinger Bands on the weekly is at the lowest part, and we've already touched the lowest part. The fourth clue is that you are still above that 39,40,000, which is this yellow line that I've drawn, right? Another fifth clue that I want to talk about is that on a higher time frame, the swing high, swing low Fibonacci retracements, we find support at the $41,000 on a very high time frame. Now, if you do want to see what I'm talking about, the last points, this is the BLX, and I'm going to tell you where we find that support. So I'm going to zoom out of everything here and go back to 2017 bull cycle top, and from there I'm going to show you this one. So here we are. This was 2017 top, and then the bear market right there. So when you draw the fib retracements, this goes from the highest point there to the lowest point, just like that. And the fifth hint that I told you that we are actually finding support, look where we are finding support, at the 1.414, this line, the yellow line that I previously drew on the Binance chart. Do you see that? And this is the 1.414, which is the 41,483. The last time you actually came to the 1.272, you held the 1.272, and that's the good thing. This is the reason why I say we are in an uptrend. So you went up, came down, you went up, still came down, potentially go up, maybe even make this big ascending triangle. Do you see that? Go up like this, and this is a continuation pattern, and then break out. When you break out of things, then you're looking to go to the 2, which is going to be the 12,000 sorry, not 12,000, $121,000, and then potentially to the 1.272, who knows, to the 2.618. But it seems like the highest part of it is going to be $2 million, and I've been given this price target for in the past 2-3 months. that Bitcoin can go to $2 million maybe by 2026. I do have a video in my channel. That's like the very, very first video that I actually made to as a technical analyst. So this, you can see, is even touching the toppest part, like the top part of this, resistance line, multi resistance line of BLX. Do you see that? So yes, it's possible. I mean, adoption, we are still very early into crypto, so as soon as people start to adopt it, in my opinion, it's gonna go mainstream, really, really, really mainstream. So here we are. You went for the first curve, the second curve, the third curve, taking you all the way to that 3.16. Do you see that? Very, very big curve right there. And why not? Anything can happen. Then you go down, then you make another big, very big curve to go even maybe to one 10 million. Yeah, $10 million, right? So that's it for today's update. I hope that that double bottom just plays out. And remember this: fear is the ultimate currency. And to know even more things that I like to post on the Discord, join the Discord kindly, and kindly like this video if you've been enjoying the update so far. It motivates me a little bit, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.